Hi, I'm Mrs. Harvey. I get to be your second grade teacher. I just wanted to show you around our classroom. I'm excited to meet everyone. This is the entrance to our classroom. Here's where all the other classrooms are. There's Mrs. Smith's and Miss Nakano's classroom down that way. Here's our little courtyard. And let's head inside the classroom. So we have a jungle theme going on. This is our class library where we have all of our books, and this is our focus board. So for English Language Arts, up here we'll have our themes, the essential question we'll be looking at as we read our books. It has a list of our vocabulary words, high frequency, spelling, phonics. Up here is where we have all of our annotation symbols. So when we read our magazines or text for close reading, we can go through and annotate those. Here's our giant TV, and here's how the classroom is all spread out so that when we can come back and meet in person, the desks are all spread out, and the desks that have the yellow orange tape on it is where students get to go. This has all been sanitized. There's my desk. There's where we get to hang up our backpacks and lunch boxes. There's a bunch of our materials. Here's our calendar that we'll be using in the classroom. And then let's take a look, because I've got a bunch of the different bags over here. So these are the section of the girls' bags, and over here we have our section of the boys' bags. This is what you're going to be picking up on Thursday, so I wanted to go over what's inside each of the bags. All right, so here's the supply bag that everybody is going to pick up, and I'm going to go through everything that's inside here. So when you first open it up, there's going to be a set of math manipulatives. These are all kinds of hands-on activities the students can do. There's stacking blocks, base 10, plastic money, all kinds of counters and that sort of thing. That'll be inside there as we do our math. There's a daily work folder. So inside the daily work folder, we'll have basically what we're working on each day. In here is a science observation journal. We will be going outside and taking a look at nature, and the students are going to draw pictures and talk about what they've seen outside. Once a week, we're going to be doing student compliment books. So these are the student compliment book pages. Every day, the students are going to write down the number of the day here on our hundreds chart. And then we're also going to be doing these. We'll do them together every morning, but if it's the first day of school, we'll go through and fill out just this section. On the second day of school, we'll go through and fill out that section as well. And then we have our weekly focus for English Language Arts. So these we're going to be doing between our class and Mrs. Yee's second grade class. So this has just our introduction of what we're doing for the week. This one the students can do on their own. You're going to read the passage aloud. You're going to mark it up and just follow the directions. This is what we're going to be doing with Mrs. Yee. It's our grammar and our spelling vocabulary practice for the week. So that is how that all works. Again, every day we'll go through this, but I just want everyone to become a little bit more familiar with what's inside the packets. So again, this is where we kind of have our daily work is inside the red folder here. There's a handwriting book that the students will be doing different handwriting practice pages each day. There's also a blue second grade journal. We're only going to be journaling once a week, but I'll give you guys journal topics, and we'll put our name and our title, and then we've got one for each of the different months that we have together. Now in here, there's a big giant stack. I've gone ahead and prepared everything that's needed through Thanksgiving break. We anticipate that we should be back before then, but I just wanted to get all the supplies put together. So each of these are packets according to each week. So it goes all the way through to November. So anyway, so you can take a look at the packet. This is what we're working on each week. At the beginning of each month, we have a calendar. We'll go through and put in people's birthdays, different events, spirit assemblies, that sort of thing. We'll also be doing our weather every day, so that's in this packet. If someone's lost a tooth in the class, we get to write it down, and we'll go over our word of the month. So inside of each of the packets going forward, it has the English language arts information and the math topics. Basically, one day we'll do a math lesson, the next day we'll do the homework for that lesson. Then it'll be the next lesson, that homework for the lesson. So there'll be 5 days of math, 3 lessons, and 2 homework. You'll also have a giant packet of construction paper in lots of different colors. This will be for art lessons that we'll be doing throughout remote learning. These here are called our text for close reading, but a lot of times we just call them a magazine. This is what we're going to be annotating. So we'll be reading these stories together. We'll be going through, the students will also have a supply bag full of highlighters and black markers that they'll be using. So we'll be doing this together as a class. Again, here's the supply bag. It comes with crayons, glue stick, a couple pencils, a highlighter, a dry erase marker, and a black pen that we'll be using throughout our remote learning. Each student gets their own individual dry erase board and dry erase pen. You can use an old sock if you want to as an eraser, or just a Kleenex works great too. There's a small composition book. It's our reader's response journal that each of the students will have as we go through and read different stories. They'll get to write down their responses to the stories. And at the very bottom of the bag, there is also their math book. We're just sending home Unit 1. I anticipate we'll be doing about the first 3 lessons. And so we'll have our information. We'll do a lesson together. And we'll also be doing the homework together. So that is what's inside the bag, as well as a little present for each of the students that's inside of there. So we're excited to get back to real life learning in person, but I hope this information, there's our little elephant, I hope this information will help everybody. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Thank you.